everyone, it's Kathy, and you're back here in my craft room and on my YouTube channel, Kathy's Random Acts of Stampin'. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm located here in North Carolina, but I can take care of your stamping needs wherever you live across the United States. So if you are in need of a catalog, or if you need you're not currently working with a demonstrator, I would be more than glad to help you with all your stamping needs and help you make beautiful creations like you've seen here on my channel. So thanks again for tuning in, and we are going to get right into it. This is our new annual catalog. It just went live on May the 4th. No, May the 2nd. Huh, wow. Okay, May the 2nd. Anyway, it was Tuesday a week ago, so I am so excited. This little stamp set right here, it's called Hey Chuck. And it is absolutely adorable. Look at these little crazy chickens. They are absolutely amazing. I love them. I love everything that we can do with these, because not only is the stamp set cute as can be, your dies are also as cute as they can be. You get a die that will cut out every one of these chickens, the cupcake, the fence. But you also get a weather vane, a sunrise, and a skateboard. This little dude right here looks like he could easily be riding on that skateboard, and we might play with that a little bit. I'm not sure yet. But we're going to do some stamping, and this is located on page 49 in our annual catalog, and it is absolutely adorable set. So I'm going to show you the actual stamp set and the dies, and I think you're going to fall in love with them just about as much as I have. And for your information, this is my host code for this month, NS3423MU. It will also be in the description below. It will also be over on my blog, so if I forget to put it in below this video, which I hope I don't, you can find it over there. And there is my Stampin' Up! Store where you can go and shop with me. But anyway, this is, you see a blue sticker on my items. It means it's from the annual catalog. So this is such a cute stamp. I just can't say it enough. I'm gonna show you a card that I played with earlier, and the verdict's still out. I'm not sure if I like it or not, but this one I called Rise and Shine because I used the Rise and Shine stamp, and I just stamped it directly on. I've cut out Early Espresso, the weather vane. I cut in Crushed Curry, the little sunrise, and I put two of my fences together, and I wish I had done three because I think it would have reached all the way across the card. I set this little chicken up on 2 dimensionals and this one on 1. When I say 2, I meant I took him up the height. There's more than 2 dimensionals under there. You know what? I didn't take the backer off of that one because he's flapping in the breeze. Let's see if we can get him adhered down. There we go. But I did put 2 under this one. Everywhere I put one, I went back, pulled the backer off, and put another one that raises it up just a little bit more than this one. So I thought this was really super cute. I used Misty Moonlight. Did I use Misty Moonlight or Pretty Peacock? Oh, you know, when in doubt, go to your color swatch. These are so easy to make. You just cut a 3x3 piece of your different cardstocks. This looks like Misty Moonlight, and it is. So I used Misty Moonlight. I meant to use Pretty Peacock, and I don't know where my brain went. I guess it must have checked out. I was looking for the Pretty Peacock. Let's see what family Pretty Peacock is in. Okay, I was looking in the wrong one. It's actually in the Regals, and let's go over here to Regals, and it should be right about there. There's Pretty Peacock, and you can see how I would think, but I did my chicken in the Pretty Peacock, and I thought, not my chicken, he's the rooster. But anyway, hey Chuck, let's go ahead and get this card on the move. If you notice, I did some ink blending behind to give me a sky, and I think next time I want that. This is why I do prototypes, because if you notice, that sun really needs to be coming up behind that fence. I've got that gap there and I don't like it. So another thing to think about when you're doing something like this, if you make one, you will be able to critique everything that you did wrong, and then you can correct it on the next one. That's why I do a prototype before I bring it to y'all. So let's go ahead and let's stamp our crazy little chickens first. And this is a cling stamp set, so we don't have to use a Stampin' Pierce mat underneath it, and it will stamp beautifully. And I'm going to do 3 of my fences. I'm wondering if I think 3 will fit across here. We're going to go ahead and stamp 3 of our fences first, and I'm going to do those in Memento Tuxedo Black because I want to use my Stampin' Blends. Let's see if I can keep this thing straight. I hate it when it moves around on me because I really do like to use my grid paper, but I like my glass mat. But if I use grid paper, it cuts down on the glare that y'all see from my glass mat. You don't see my ceiling fan and my camera above head, and I just feel sometimes that's a little distracting for you. So we're going to go ahead and stamp that down. So that's the first one we're going to do. I'm going to set my ink pad over there. The next thing I'm going to do is that big old rooster, and I'm going to put him on a block, and we're going to ink him up. I like to look at my my block to see if I got everything inked. He looks pretty good, so we're going to bring him up right about there. And this is a half a sheet of our basic white. This is not the thick, but our basic white cardstock is so smooth. It's great. Oh, I'm not gonna do that one again. We need another block, and I want to do the one with the skateboard because not that he's on a skateboard, but this one just looks like he would be skating, or her. We'll call this one a her. I'm calling the skinny chickens hers and the fat one a he, but it could very well be the other way around. Who knows? I mean, you know, other than seeing a chicken or a rooster, I don't know the difference. I'm a country girl, but not a farm girl. So there you go. So I think I'm gonna stamp this one like right about there. So cute. All right, I'm going to go off camera so I can clean these stamps, and then we will come right back and we're going to do some coloring. So I'll be right back and we'll color up some things, and we'll get this card made. Okay, everybody, I am back, and as you can see, I went ahead and cut apart from this half sheet of paper. I cut out, I left my fences on one piece. I've got the 2 chickens here, my rooster, and my skateboard. So we're going to color these, and I think in coloring these we are going to, the first color that I want to use, I'm going to do my fence first, and I love this new color, Pecan Pie. It is such a pretty, pretty shade of brown. I've said this before, I am in love with my Pecan Pie. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the dark, and I'm going to use the bullet tip, which is that smaller nib, right like that. And I am going to trace the inside of each one of my fences. And I'm going to highlight the lines that the artist put in there for us to color by. Now, if you notice, I'm not going to the outside of the line, I'm staying on the inside because I don't want that bleed over. So I'm going to the inside, and I'm sorry, but y'all are hearing one of my dogs snoring. It sounds like it might be Toby this time, believe it or not. He was playing pretty heavy a while ago, so he's tired. They are just such a mess. But anyway, I'm just going to continue to color these. I'm going to do the first one just to show you what it looks like, and then I'm going to actually go off camera and color the rest of them, and then we'll come back and do our chickens. But there is our outline in the dark Pecan Pie. Then I'm going to come back with the light, and I'm using the brush tip, and all I'm going to do is just brush up that color. And see how that gives you an automatic, let me bring that up so you can see. See, it gives you an automatic look like the light's shining on the fence post. We're going to go in and do this out like that. And across here like that. Like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back up this one. You can see how quick and easy these color in. Very easy fence to color. So that's one. I'm going to go ahead and do the other 3, and then we'll meet back up, and then we will color our little chickens over here. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, and as you can see, I have all 4 of my fences done. So we're going to move those over there. So now I want to come in, I want to do this little skateboard. I think it's so cute, and we want to do this in a couple of colors. And I think I want to do a blue. We're going to do some die cutting now. Alright, I'm going to grab the dies from my packet. So the next thing I want to do is I want to decide where I want my fence. So I'm going to start here in the middle and put my fence down. Or maybe I want to come right here. Yeah, I want my fence kind of up in the background, like right about there, because this sunrise I want to tuck behind my fence. Something like that. So I think that first fence, I'm going to go ahead and put some glue across the back. Oh, before I start gluing stuff down, let me do one other thing. Let's move our brushes. Get those out of my way. I'm going to put my pen back in my glue because I'm not ready for that just yet. I want to show you what I do to cut off these harsh edges. I need this piece to be 4 by 5 1/4. Right now it is 5 1/2. So I know I need to take a 1/4 inch off of each side. So I'm just going to cut a 1/4 inch off of that side. And then I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to cut a 1/4 inch off of this side. That should give me 5 1/4. Oh, it doesn't. Oh. No. We're still going to cut that little bit off. It still works. It's still 5 1/4. I just should have cut an 1/8 and an 1/8, but I didn't. All right, we're going to do the same thing with this. We need it to be 4. It is currently 4 1/4, so I need to take an 1/8 of an inch off the bottom. So that's what I should have done on the other one, but I didn't. An 1/8, and then we're going to turn it around, and we're going to take an 1/8 off of the top. And you're going to see what I mean, how that knocks down those harsh lines that we had where we came in and blended. Now see how much prettier that looks? Okay, now we can go ahead and start building our fence. So I want my fence to go right about here, but I want the sunrise to be behind my middle part of my fence. So I'm going to take a little bit of glue and put right there. You could use a glue dot or you could use your Stampin' Seal, but I just want just a teeny bit of glue, so I'm going to do it like this and then just sit that right behind that fence, something like that. So it's just behind the fence, like so. Then I'm going to take the rest of my fence pieces and I want to attach them so that they will all go right across here, just like that. So if you need to snip your pieces off that's going to lap over, you can very easily do that. Let's take this piece and let's snip that off. That gives you a nice even piece to put underneath there. Yeah, see, it looks better when that piece is over it. So now I'm going to take, let's not do it on our piece, let's do it right here. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue right there, and then I'm going to sit this fence down on it. I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to snip off this fence so I have a nice straight edge. And we're going to take one more fence and put it right there. See how cute that looks? And we're going to put glue right here on this piece, just like we did before, and set that down on it, like so. Wiggle it if you need to and get it lined up so that your fence pieces are lined. They'll look much better if they're lined up. So we're going to put that right about like that. Now we do have one more fence, and if you wanted to, you could cut one fence post and put it there and one over there, but I'm not going to do that. I cut this one just in case I thought I needed that, but I don't, so I'm just going to put this down like this. But I think I want to pop it up. So we're going to pop this whole thing up on dimensionals, and I'm going to use my little strips. These are my little strips that I saved, and you'll see what I'm talking about. These come in so handy for something like this, because I can take one whole strip of this and sit it down right here. And when I turn that over, I can look and make sure I don't have anything showing underneath, and I don't. Well, right there I do, but we can snip that. Yeah, we can snip that off. That's good. Now all we got to do is pull this up and sit our fence down right about there. How cute. Now we can get our lightning rod, or our, not lightning rod, but our weather vane. That's what that is. We can put that down right there. Then we got our little crazy chickens. Let's see. I'm not sure which ones I want to use. I'm thinking this one on the skateboard is so stinking cute that he's going to be going off the side of the card right here. Now we are going to need to pop him up on some dimensionals because he is skating along on that skateboard. So what I'm going to do is put glue right on the bottom of his foot, and then sit him down on that skate. Uh-oh, I got adhesive on there. Sit him right down on that skateboard so his little foot is right there in the middle. Now once you do that, now we can put some dimensionals. So we're going to have to use some minis. So I'm going to, no, those are regulars. We're going to use regulars and mini Stampin' Dimensionals. I think that it will work well with this because we've got some teeny little places that we've got to put some dimensionals. So I think our little ones, and I'm going to get my Take Your Pick tool because I seem like I can wrangle these off better because they are tiny. And let's see if we can get one right there without showing. That looks good. And let's get one right here. And another one right there. That's wonderful. Now we can come in with our larger ones, and we can put a large one here. Do I need a large one there? Let's see. I think that's all we need. I think that right there is all we need. Now what about the big old rooster right here? We're going to put him right here, and we're going to put some Stampin' Dimensionals on him right in the bottom. And his bottom is big enough. His bottom reminds me a lot of mine. It's big enough to hold a few dimensionals. So we're gonna stick him down just like that. And see what I mean? He'll be sitting up where his head will be against the fence. I love this. I think it's so cute. Now let's decide where we want to put our weather vane. I really like it behind the sun. But then where are we going to put our sentiment? So, you know, and I really love this one too. I want her on there too. Actually, we need the big boy in the middle. This one right here, and maybe her. She really has an attitude, and she don't really care what they're doing. She is facing in the other direction. Or maybe we can put this one here, and this one right here. Oh, this will be cute. And then her looking like, you have got to be kidding. I love it. I love it. So let's see if the little ones will fit right there without showing. I think we might need to cut that one. So let's peel that back off and see if we can cut it in half. Yes, it's very tedious to cut your tiny ones, but sometimes we need to do it. So I'm going to get a half of one to go on her little skinny legs. Right there. And we're going to put this one right here. Something like that. We can pull those off. Those backers are not wanting to stay on because these are so tiny. Oops. Stay on there. Okay. Let's see. That looks good. Now we can put a couple of full-size ones up in the body. She's a skinny little broad, but that's okay. We can still get some of the bigger dimensionals on her right here. I don't know if I need one on her head. So let's move this one over here on the feathers. Okay. Let's see how that works. Ha, her legs are wanting to stick already. Oh yeah, that'll work good. Her tail feathers are off just a hair. So we're going to put, yeah, that's going to work good. So I'm going to pull these off, and let's set her right about here, just like that. Let's take these off. I might need to put some little ones up underneath that fence, but you know what? This is all going to be sitting up against it, so I don't think it's going to matter. And here comes our little scooting by with the skateboard. We're going to put this one right here, and I'm going to put these other dimensionals there. Let's see. Oh, we don't need that one. And that one can go. I don't know if we need that one either. I should have put that on there before I put dimensionals. Yep, that one I ruined. That's okay. We're getting it. So we're going to take this dimensional off and these three little tiny ones. And I am going to put a little bit of glue where this one was sitting. Up, 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 up. There we go. See where I set that one out? I'm going to put a little bit of liquid glue where that one was so that it will adhere to the fence. Alright, so let's stick this down right about here. Like so. Oh, I love it. I love this card. I think it's so cute. You know what? That dimensional would have worked under there. So let's go ahead and see if we can get one under there. I'm going to take the backer off of this like that. And then I'm going to take my Take Your Pick tool, and I'm going to try to slide that up under her little tail feathers, and that works perfect. I love this. I love it. I love it. I love it. Look how stinking cute that card is. And now all we need to do is, oh, we need to glue this down, don't we? Yep, that's not going to stay if we don't glue it down. I don't know if we could do it like right here, and we could leave a place there to put a sentiment, or I really do like that right there. Okay, decisions. What do I want to do? Let me decide on what I want to do. I don't want this card to keep sticking to this paper, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move this off, bring my weather vane back down, and oh, so cute. Oh my word, I think I am going to stick this right here. I'm going to use just some regular liquid glue, and I'm going to put a dot of glue right there, and I'm going to run it down that post, and then I'm going to do some across here and on that end, and I think that's all we're going to need. And we're going to put this down right about here, something something like that. I think that's cute, and I'll decide what I'm going to do for a sentiment in just a moment. So the next thing I want to do is decide what color cardstock do I want to put this on. Now, I want something that's going to really brighten everything up and make everything pop. And you know what I always say, everything looks good in black. And with that black weather vane, I am thinking that a black card base will be the absolute perfect pairing for this card. So let's look. I'm going to lay it on this piece first just to get a feel. I do like that. I really do like that. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab a piece of black cardstock. If I had cut this down a little bit smaller, but the only reason I didn't, I knew that I would need that space for my chickens to really live across there. That one's still not wanting to adhere to there. I'm going to see if I can pull that up. And let's put a little bit of glue right up under there and then hold that in place. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lay a stamp block on it just to give it a little weight to hold it while I'm grabbing some black. And I'm going to grab a piece of black cardstock. I was thinking white, But after I looked at the card, I really wanted all of my bright colors to pop. And I don't think they would pop against white as much as they will my black. So I got a full sheet of black cardstock, and I'm going to cut that in two. And I am going to cut it. I think I might cut it this way. No, I'm going to go my traditional. I like a side fold card or a top fold card. So I'm going to cut this at 5.5 on the 11-inch side. Get my cut blade down and slide that up. Now I've got plenty of black that I can put down here in my scrap bin for my next go round. And I'm going to bring this up, and I am going to score this with my Simply Scored scoring tool, or also known as a scoreboard. So I'm just going to lay that up into my scoreboard. I'm going to use my stylus, and I'm going to score it at 4 1/4. So I'm going to give that a nice crisp fold or score. Then I'm going to flip it over and put it up in that corner and fold it into itself. And now I'm ready to burnish that, and it's just a great way to always assure that you're getting a super crisp fold, and it always comes out even by doing it that way. And I always fold into my mountain, not into the valley. So there is our card, and here is our mat with all of our beauty on it. And we're going to put that down right about there. Look how stinking cute that card is. I love it. Okay, I am going to take a page out of Connie Stewart's book, and I'm going to stamp some sentiments, but let me move my brushes out of the way. I'm going to stamp a sentiment from the stamp set, and I'm going to put "It's Your Birthday, Rise and Shine." I think that'd be so cute. And I'm going to put "It's Your Birthday, Rise and Shine." This allows me to put my sentiments on my card. So I'm going to take it off of the card base until I get these stamped. I'm going to stamp in an ink that you could use StazOn. I don't like StazOn because it stains my stamp. So whenever I want a really good pigment ink, I reach for an ink that Stampin' Up! Doesn't carry. I wish they did. And that's my VersaFine Onyx Black. And I am going to grab a stamp block, and I'm gonna put "It's Your Birthday" first. Maybe we'll do "Rise and Shine, It's Your Birthday." Yeah, I think I like that better. So "It's Your Birthday" is going to go right here. And I'm very brave to stamp on a card that I put this much trouble in. But it worked perfect. Another reason I love this ink, because you cannot use your alcohol markers with the VersaFine though. So remember that if you're looking for the VersaFine, it is a great black ink for sentiments, but do not use it in your with your alcohol markers. And I did a video on that one showing that it bleeds really, really bad. So I would say, for using your alcohol markers, always use your Memento. So I'm going to stamp that down. Oh, I got the shadow. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh. Okay, we're going to try to fix it. How I'm going to fix it, I'm not sure, but we're going to try. I hate it when that happens, and something told me when I pressed that stamp down, that was my fault, because I should have looked to make sure I didn't have any residue of ink around that rubber stamp. Oh, that makes me so sad. So sad. I am going to get my mono sand eraser and pray that I can sand that off. So let's hope that I can. We're definitely taking the ink off of the card. In the process. But you know what? I did get the ink off, so that's the most important thing. I got the ink off, so we may have to come back in and do a little touch up right there. but that's okay. This is going to teach y'all how to salvage a card if you mess one up. Again, this mono sand eraser is not a Stampin' Up! Item either, but it is a great thing to have in your craft room if you don't have one. I say everybody needs a mono sand eraser, you need a regular rubber eraser, and you need your, where's my other little gunky eraser? You need a Xyron eraser for getting adhesive off. These are your 3 erasers that you need in your craft room. So let's see what we can do as far as getting this back like we need it. We are going to, let's rake all of that debris off. Oh, I hate that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, it makes me sad. I do need to work this a little bit more. A little bit more. Okay, I think I got it all off. So now the question is going to be, can I blend back in with that Calypso Coral? And I use my orange brush. So we're going to try it and hope we can save this card. If we can't, then I just may cry. So my Calypso Coral is over here. And I am going to bring back over my little piece of paper. I'm going to tap and tap and tap, and then I'm going to come right here and hopefully we can blend that out. Oh, I'm messing up my little sun. Well, you know, the best laid plans go awry, and I know that I was being, what I should have done is figured out where I was going to put everything and then stamped my sentiment before I glued everything down. The only other thing that I could do at this point is try to lift all of this off, and I don't know how successful I would be because everything is really glued on there pretty well. So what I'm gonna do is, when in doubt, add bling, right? Isn't that what they say? I don't know if they say it or not, but that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try adding some bling across there that will kind of hopefully take away. I don't know. I'm so sad. Let's see if these little matte dots across there will work. Who knows? We'll try it. Let's put one here, one here. One right there. And then let's come over here and let's try doing one here. One here. I just hate it that I messed up this card. But you know what? Things like this happen when we're card making, and I'm not going to redo the card. I'm going to go with it the way it is. And I think you all have a vision on what I was going for. But I would say that if you try to replicate this card, I would advise you to set everything down before you glue it, and then stamp your sentiment, and then glue everything down. That way, if you mess it up, all you'll have to do is replace your ink blending. But we're going to go with that. You know what? I don't think it looks half bad. I think it really did deter away from it by putting those matte dots there. So we're going to go with it. And we're just going to call it one of those little things that happens. And we know they do. I mean, all of us has had epic fails in our crafting from time to time. And it's okay. It's all right. It's okay to have a blunder. It's okay to have a boo-boo on your card. We are not perfect. We're human. So, again, like I said, it did make me sad, but it's okay. We will get over this one, and there's always the next card, right? So I'm going to go ahead and put this down on here. And I have learned a very valuable lesson today. Always check especially my red rubber stamps, because those are the ones that will get that halo around them and cause that issue. But anyway, let's go ahead and put some glue on the back of this and set our card down or set our mat down onto our card base, right about there. Something like that. And there we go. What do y'all think? I mean, with all of the blunders and everything that happened, don't you think it's adorable? It is absolutely adorable. And you know, looking at this, I'm not real sad about that. I think we can get away with it with those gems there. I think it looks really cute. So I would send this card to anyone and not think second about it. And that's what you have to do. You have to reach a point where you say, okay, it's a handmade card. You know, it's a handmade card. I meant for that to look that way. It's rise and shine. So we got a little bit of shine on there, and it's okay. All right. I hope y'all have enjoyed this with blunders and all. I hope that this is a card that you may want to make yourself, and that it would be something that you would absolutely enjoy. I think it's a beautiful little card. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can really see it. And I'm going to move that up and bring this down. Something like that. It is really a cute card. I love the way it turned out. I want to thank y'all so much for bearing with me and all my mistakes and blunders today. I did have fun making this card. I will revisit this stamp set again. And here's the other one I made. This one I don't think is nearly as cute because I love the colors I used on this, the big chicken. I just like the colors on him much better than I do this one. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope that you would, oh, I didn't bring this in so you could see it. There we go. I like the colors on this one better than this one. But I think they're both cute. But anyway, God bless and keep you, and thank you so much for tuning in. And as I always say in closing, let everything that you do and say bring glory to our Father in heaven. He is worthy. So until we craft again, take care, be kind, and be blessed. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.